Hi, my name is Kate and today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas tree out of KEVA planks. This tree is probably an intermediate project and takes about 200 planks. So go ahead and grab those and an open space and let's get started. All right, to start the base of this tree, we're going to set out 4 planks, about that distance. Then we're going to add maybe 1 or 2 planks in between those. It doesn't matter. These are basically the pine branches that are poking out. Now we're going to add another layer here to create kind of the inside frame of the tree. So you can see it starts to look a little bit like a circle shape. And now we're going to add some more branches, and there's no rhyme or reason for where to put them as long as they're balancing like that. And actually they don't even have to balance, because once you put another plank on top, it'll start to add weight that will hold those branches up. So now you can see we've created almost around the base. Now I'm going to stick another layer on top here. And I'm gonna start to bring them in just a little bit so we can create that cone shape of a pine tree or a Christmas tree. And where you have this plank here, I'm going to lay some other planks. And like I said, you can overlap, you can move it like this maybe, so you can have a branch poking out there, and then perhaps one next to it. And then we're gonna weigh those down by adding some more planks. And we're just gonna keep doing that for a bit more, a bit longer. And as you're putting your planks this direction, you can start bringing those in even more as well. And if there's not enough space in between, you can just put one plank. And then we're gonna add another plank on top. It doesn't have to look just like mine. It can definitely look a little different. You can add however many branches or planks as you want. And I like to move them so you don't have branches all the way or in the same direction going up. Some are moving. Then we're gonna keep going. All right, now once you've gotten to this point, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers up, you might notice that there's not enough room to start laying a plank down in that area. So what you can do is you can maybe push some of the planks apart and do that, but you can also go ahead and just start. This is where it becomes more random, and just where there's an area where you think you want to put a branch, you can just lay it right on top of that layer there, like this. And once you've created that one layer with about that many branches, maybe I'll add one more here, you can lay a layer just like the other layers that we have here, but maybe you can reduce it down to 3 planks. Or you can take the 4th plank and maybe lay it like that. So then you can set branches onto that layer, but it won't look like a, like a square perfectly. So it might look something like that. And then we're gonna stack another layer here. And as you're going, if you notice that there's a space that you might want to have added a branch, you can just carefully slide one branch in like that. Or if there's, a spot over here, you can even, I'm not gonna leave this here, but you can even balance it between some layers that you might see. So it's completely up to you. And it makes your tree look more unique from other trees. So as long as you just add planks where you can create layers on top of it, that is the way to go. And you can keep going like this. You know, if you wanted it to come in more gradually, you just wouldn't bring these planks in as quickly as maybe I did. And then you could build it even taller that way. All right, once you get to about this height and you see that you might not want to add another triangle layer, you can just start randomly stacking on top of each other with no pattern or anything. And the taller you get, the more I would, or the less planks I would probably use to create the branches, maybe 3, sometimes 4. So you're making the top seem smaller. And once you feel like you've gotten tall enough with your tree, I'll just show you how to top off the top of it. So you're just going to take your planks and take 2 or 1 at a time and start stacking them like in a random, not a spiral, just one on top of the other, balancing in the middle until you get the right height for the top. So yeah, this tree is definitely a little wider, a little more organic. You might, this looks like a tree more in nature rather than a Christmas tree, but it still works. And then you can either top it off with a plank like this, or you can just leave it without. And that is our Christmas tree. Well, this is personally one of my favorite things to build around this time, so I hope you enjoyed building along with me. If you did, you can subscribe to this channel for more building tutorials like this one. And if you have anything that you want to see built, you can leave that in the comments and hopefully we can build something like that in the future. You can subscribe to us on our social media channels so you can share anything that you built, whether it's something like this or anything else from your imagination. Thanks for joining me. We can't wait to see what you create.